Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets taking on the NFC champions. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and it has been a very long time coming, Charles, for these Jets, but they are back in the Super Bowl, their first appearance in the big game since that stunning Super Bowl III upset way back in January of '69.
Brandon, they'd lost 4 straight AFC championship games until their win a couple of weeks ago, and remember, prior to that, they'd lost 2 in a row. Mark Sanchez was a quarterback at that time. That was about a decade ago. They lost one of those to the Colts, one of those to the Steelers. But now here they are, back in the big game. And, of course, who are we going to think of?
Joe Namath.
White shoes. Joe Namath guaranteeing victory over the Colts in Super Bowl III. Gets it done. And the AFL-NFL game, never the same. Pretty soon we were in a merger with the AFC and the NFC.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning in that one.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Check back 27. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson being chased out left. Going, and that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And the nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Wilson. Off play action. And this is caught at the end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Going deep here for Edelman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now Wilson off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they'll have the ball set up. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he fires to Edelman, complete on the comebacker. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wilson now, throwing again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Julian Edelman, 37 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Check back 27. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Let's go.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Open man is Jacob Hollister. So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half. 14. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again at Super Bowl 54. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside.
What? 380. Check right 27. Target.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Le'Veon Bell, 71 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you know,
third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Now Wilson on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
one thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong arm guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. And to escape the pocket there when the blitz came, but give him credit. Kept his eyes downfield, made it work.
And that's when I think the quarterback is really playing at a high level. When you see a guy...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, it's Bell, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Forced out to his left. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dancing to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Delaney Walker. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Bell. Trotting. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught it. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll run on first down. Bell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, it's Bell. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt about it.
Maybe some pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.